change the nature of a game.
Hey, old school, come here. So I've been thinking about Wasteland.
Thinking about it?
Mm-hmm. Now that there's interest in it, we'd like to come aboard. You know, kick in some more fuel.
Thanks, but Kickstarter's pretty much given us all the fuel we need.
Yeah, I read about that. I love that whole kickback campaign you did. Absolute genius.
No. It's kicking it forward. We agree to share part of our profits with other people.
So bold of you to just say it. Bam! We're doing kickbacks. Deal with it.
Once again, it's kicking it forward.
My sources tell me you're starting another project.
That's right. I'm pretty excited about the team and the concept we put together.
But aren't you still in the middle of Wasteland?
We are, but the writers and concept artists have finished their work on Wasteland, and we'd like to get them going on another project.
Don't you just fire them when they're done?
Well, we like to keep the teams together. We like to start pre-production early. It takes months to nail down the design and fine-tuning of a game.
Months? For writing?
Sure. That way when Wasteland 2 finishes, the scripters can start working on material that's well-polished. It's the way we did it back in the Interplay days.
Enter who?
Listen, I doubt you've even heard of the game anyway.
Try me.
There's really no point.
I'm serious. Give me a chance.
I just don't think.
Brian, I've done my homework. I've studied Tristatter.
Okay, fine. It's called Torment.
Never heard of it.
Well, thanks to Kickstarter, I don't have to have conversations like that anymore. Kickstarter has been a godsend for mid-sized developers like In Exile. I was awed by the support that you gave us with our Wasteland 2 project, and it allows us to get back to making the kind of games that we've always wanted to make. When I'm asked about how to make our games more accessible, I always give the same answer, which is I don't care. I'm not trying to monetize anyone, and I'm not trying to reach some mythical mass market. We are making the kind of games that we like to play, and we're also making games for you, the people that put their faith and trust into us. Crowdfunding goes beyond our ability to gauge product interest or for you to get a game at a discounted price. It also is a more open and interactive product development process. We get to know what you want, and you don't get any unpleasant surprises. I wouldn't do it any other way, and Torment couldn't be made any other way. Of all the games that we did at Interplay, Torment is one of the ones I'm most proud of. It was risky. An RPG with the depth and weight of a novel that paid off in its worldwide recognition for its thought-provoking literary story and emotional power. One of the reasons why the game was so deep was we didn't rush it. The Torment team spent the time in pre-production, doing concept art, doing the writing, so we could hone every nuance of the world. Big RPGs are rarely about one person, and my success has been by bringing together lots of incredibly creative and talented people and getting everyone on the same page from a sensibility perspective. And the team that we have together for Torment is fantastic. Colin was one of the key developers of the Planescape setting and helped design Planescape Torment. Monty was also an integral designer of the Planescape setting and has become a leading figure in tabletop gaming. It is his Numenera setting that we'll be using for the new Torment. Kevin was the lead designer and producer of both Mask of the Betrayer and Shattered Galaxy. And the art team is amazing too. Dana Knutson, Chang Yuan, Niels Ham, Andre Wallen, and more coming on as we start to ramp up. So, what can change the nature of a game? Let's ask the man who's been exploring that question for over a decade.
Planescape Torment was a unique masterpiece, a profound experience whose story is complete. But now I have more questions. We're creating, with your help, a game crafted in the Torment tradition. It's set in Numenera, a world covered with the ruins of great empires and crushed by the weight of time. What does one life matter? What legacy do you leave? What is the cost? To your friends, to your heart, to your conscience. These are the kinds of questions we want to help you explore. Here's our story. A great master spent centuries creating and inhabiting countless bodies on a lunatic quest to avoid death. You were one of his cast-off shells, and your consciousness was born when his spirit fled your body. You were supposed to die, but you didn't. Instead, you fell to earth. Your mortal creator left a current of suffering in his wake, and this bitter tide awoke an age-old guardian. This ancient power is hunting your sire, and now it's after you, the scion of its enemy. Torment is about the choices you make as you fight to escape its wrath and seek answers from your creator. You will travel to distant worlds. You will meet creatures of unimaginable power and horrific intent. You will find allies and enemies, and you will uncover truths about yourself that will change your world forever. You will scavenge through the wrecked lives of the Immortal's other cast-offs. You will uncover the past that he stole from you in order to secure a future for yourself. You will discover that you can cast your consciousness into their bodies, and while there, you will acquire new powers, new abilities, and new secrets, and your actions will change their lives. Will you be like your immortal sire and cast them aside when you have no more use for them? You can. You might even imagine this has no effect on you. These choices are yours, and with them you will build your legacy. But these decisions aren't as simple as good versus evil. Yours is a more complex, nuanced morality, one that will have consequences both for your abilities and for the paths you will travel in the future. What will your legacy be, and what will you sacrifice to attain it? Yourself? Your future? Your companions? Your choice. This is the game we want to make. A game of depth, passion, and emotion. A game that lets you decide the answer to the question, what does one life matter? We're looking to find that answer. Will you join us?
I'm gone.